Here with the Bass Raider. Just got done with this build a couple days ago. I've had a lot of people asking me exactly how I did everything, so I'm going to do a step-by-step walkthrough on everything I did and show you guys. Hopefully it'll inspire you to modify your Bass Raiders. Figure the easiest way to do this video is to just start in the back and work my way up front. These little straps right here for the fishing poles, I got that at Walmart. They were just a couple dollars. I didn't like how long they were. I wish I could have cut them down a little bit, but what I ended up doing was screwing the base of it further down into the boat right there and screwing the clamp right there, and that, you know, it holds them down pretty sturdy. They don't go anywhere, especially when I'm driving down the road. Put one on that side and one on the other side there. For the floor, I went with 1/4-inch plywood, and I got that and the carpet at Home Depot. I basically just screwed the floor straight down into these little ledges here, pretty much all the way up, just to keep the floor sturdy. Another screw there. Temporarily, what I did for my trolling motor, since I couldn't find the plug, this boat comes pre-wired for a trolling motor with a plug right there. I couldn't find that at Bass Pro or Cabela's, so I think I'm gonna have to order it online. So temporarily, what I did for that was I picked up some wire at Home Depot. This wire's got 2 cords coming out of it, and I just put some alligator clamps on there. I connect this to my battery back here. The cord runs along the side of the boat there, comes all the way up front under the deck, and I plug it into my trolling motor cables. One thing I did end up doing with my trolling motor, guys, is this is a 30-pound thrust Minn Kota trolling motor. It pushes 2 people just fine with no problem. When I bought this motor, this handle was flipped the other way over here, so you could run it in the back of the boat, but I needed it up front, and I didn't like running it in reverse to go forward. So there is a bolt right here that you just take that out. There's a nut on that side. You back that bolt all the way out, this head pops off, and you flip it a whole 180 degrees and put it right back on, and that worked just fine. So now I'm able to hook it up front, and like I said, it's just a 30-pound thrust trolling motor, and it does fine with pushing 2 people. Another thing I did with the boat was I installed these 1-inch PVC pipes that run all the way to the front of the boat. They run all the way up to here. And this top deck is only 3/4-inch plywood. It's 3/4-inch treated plywood. I did not do any bracing underneath of it. My paddle there, and this is what I ended up going with for my tackle, you guys. Instead of like a tackle box, I just kind of picked one of these up from Walmart, and it slides right under there. But I don't know if you can see, I didn't do any bracing. It's just 3/4-inch plywood that runs all the way across, and you know, it's plenty sturdy enough for me. You know, I've had a guy who's around 200 pounds sit on the seat and it doesn't bow or anything, so it's pretty sturdy stuff. When I got the top deck cut out and in place, I had to cut some smaller little square pieces of wood right here to cover up that gap. I did that on both sides. And then back here, I basically just cut, you know, a small section to run across the bottom there, in case I wanted to, you know, bolt anything right here, like a rod holder or something. But my swivel seat, I picked that up from Walmart. I just screwed it straight into the deck. I put the seat that the boat came with on that, and this swivel seat goes up and down. There's a couple different holes here so I could adjust the height of it. Onto this front hatch. This was cut out of the 3/4 inch plywood also. This is something that I don't have any measurements for. You guys just kind of have to you know, cut you out a piece that fits up there, and after that, you know, shave it off. It's not exact, you know, these corners, you can tell it's not cut to perfection or anything. It's just kind of custom made. So I did pick up some little latches here so I can easily flip that up. My fish finder is a Garmin Striker 4, and I just screwed it into the top deck as well and ran the cords down here. This fish finder comes with a couple little cable clips. I screwed one into the side of the boat right there, and then I zip tied all the extra wire together. These are the positive and negative cords that come off of my trolling motor battery. I just put some gator clamps on there too, so it's easy to connect to the battery. Kind of the same thing that I did with my trolling motor. The transducer wire just lays across here, and kind of tucked it up under this front corner here, and mounted my transducer mount that I picked up at Bass Pro to the side of the boat right here, or to the side of the deck at least. And this transducer just folds down and sits in the water like that, guys. And then, you know, whenever I'm done using it, I can just flip it up and it kind of sits on the edge right there, just perfect. When I'm traveling or not using it, it pops out of there and slides into the front hatch like so. My GoPro mount, got my GoPro on Amazon. It's the GoPro Hero 3. I've had a couple people ask me about this mount. I don't know exactly where to find it. I would start looking on Amazon, but I just mounted it to the front handle here, and it works pretty good. I will start recording videos pretty soon and make my own YouTube channel for fishing, so you guys will be able to check that out soon. Other than that, I think this pretty much covers everything on my Bass Raider. My anchor is just a, you know, a 10-pound anchor with I think 25 feet of rope. I just use that little clamp and clamp it onto the back handle there whenever I want to get into a spot and stay there for a while. As far as like a live well type thing, I didn't want to put any sort of live well on this boat because that would just add extra weight and a lot more unnecessary stuff. So what I went with is just a fish basket, and you can see I did the same thing. I just put a little clamp there, and that'll just clamp onto the back of my boat as well and hang off into the water, because I do a lot of crappie fishing and stuff, so whenever I want to go crappie fishing, I make sure to bring that with me. I got this paddle at Walmart also. It's extendable. It extends quite a bit. You just twist it and it extends. Normally just keep that up under there with all my crankbaits and stuff. But yeah, that pretty much covers my Bass Raider build, guys, and hope you like it. I hope I was able to answer any questions that you may have had about my Bass Raider. Oh, one more thing. I've had a lot of questions about screwing into this boat. I didn't worry about it, guys. I screwed this entire deck down to the boat. I just screwed right into the plastic here. This boat comes with 2 drain plugs, right here and here. So I don't plan on having this boat out in the rain. If there were to get any water in it, you know, I can easily drain it out, but I've never had a problem with getting water in it yet, so I wasn't too worried about drilling holes in this boat or anything. That was probably the main question I had about this build. I guess that pretty much sums it up, so hopefully it inspires everybody else to customize their bass raiders.